All right, let's go ahead and call the meeting to order. Call the meeting to order now. All right, let's go ahead and have the roll call.
No, we have the invocation first.
Uh,
Where's your agenda, Mr. Mayor?
Yes, as long as we have one. Is to keep me on track. And like I asked Don,
Thanks for this precious time to come together and see the smile on these faces here and the harmony and enjoying the friendship that we enjoy that's centered in your love. Be with Myrtle as she still recovers from her surgery. Bring honor and glory to this meeting tonight. Let's all conduct ourselves in a Christ-like manner. Thank you again. Amen.
Amen. We got a pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
now we can have the roll call.
Let's get right here. Okay. All right, Mayor Sales.
Here.
Mr. Counselor Eugene Kyler.
Here.
Myrtle is absent. Brenda Lowe is absent. Oh, you just told me that her son was coming home.
My son had that operation this morning, supposed to come home, he said.
Okay. Counselor Floyd Gilbot.
Here.
Counselor Steve Berger.
Here.
Okay, Mayor, you have a forum.
All right. Let's see. Once again, I'd like to welcome everyone that has come to attend this meeting. You're welcome at every meeting that we have, and we encourage you to come to be a part of this government, because it is your town. All right, please mute your telephone, turn the ringers off. And I will make sure mine is on. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and review the minutes from the last meeting.
January 14th, 2013, Mayor Arthur Self called to order the regular meeting of the council at 7 p.m. on January 14th in the town hall. The invocation was given by Mr. Don Hagel. The Pledge of Allegiance to our flag was given. The clerk conducted a roll call. The following persons were present: Mayor Arthur Self, Councilors Myrtle Van Cleet, Eugene Kiley, Brenda Lowe, Floyd Philpott, Steve Brewer. Approval of minutes from the last meeting. The clerk read the minutes from the December 10th meeting. The minutes were approved as read. Open issue. The clerk to try to get contact with our representative from Alabama Power to see what obligations we have in regards to the park lights. Also to find out an inventory of the lights we are paying for. New business. The mayor presented the financial reports and a proposed budget for the year of 2013. A motion was made by Eugene Kiley and seconded by Myrtle Van Cleet to accept the financial and budget reports. Motion carried. A discussion of the park lights was tabled until next meeting. Mayor Self has set up a website, www.mycountyline.org. The cost is $125 per year, the town to pay when it comes up for renewal. Discussion of appointing a historical committee for the town. The name of Sue Francis Calvert to head the committee, if she will accept.
Well, that was it, well,
A Discussion about the road conditions on Cotterazille. We cannot take any action at this time except to contact Blount County Commission for any help they might give. A motion was made by Floyd and seconded by Steve to adjourn the meeting at 7:55 p.m. Meeting adjourned. Minutes submitted by Brenda Philpott, clerk.
All right, any corrections or comments? Do we have a motion to accept as read?
I make a motion. I second it.
Okay, Eugene made the motion, Floyd seconded. All in favor?
Okay.
All right, let's go ahead and review the financials.
You gonna do,
Yeah, we're gonna do it. The capital improvements fund, I did not make a printout on it because it hasn't changed. It's still $65 or $69
$69.65.
65.
$69.65.
So there's no change there. All right, 4, 5, and 6, we have one deposit of $81.05, leaving us a balance of $5,943.75 in the 4, 5, and 6 account. In the 2 and 7 road account, we had 2 expenditures for the street lights of $253.06. It appears twice this month because the December payment was made in the 3rd January. Yep. Which leaves us a balance in the 2 and 7 account of $8,663.54. And in the general fund, we had numerous deposits due to business licenses being collected, which now does put money in the coffers so that we can operate for the remainder of the year. But it's not, it is several $1,000s less than what I had projected in the last meeting. I was projecting an income of about $17,000, but Alabama Power conducted an audit and just about cut our payment in half from Alabama Power. Instead of, we were expecting something like $13,000 from them, and we got $7,300 from it. And based on their explanation was that they conducted an audit, and apparently they were had been overpaying us. But one of the shortfalls was that they did not pay us anything for the police jurisdiction, because we do not provide any services to the police jurisdiction. So we're not entitled to collect any tax money from that area. So that was one of the reasons why there was a shortfall in that payment. But I still needed to have a discussion with them, because there's one figure in that tally that I don't agree with and I don't understand. But that's for next meeting. Any questions, comments on the financials? Our ending balance, by the way, of the general fund account is $11,174.85. Like I said, it definitely gives us some breathing room for our day-to-day operations. We should be able to I'm gonna have to readjust the budget, which I have not done yet. But by next meeting, I should have an adjusted budget based on these new figures. All right, questions, comments, or corrections for the financials? Do we have a motion to accept the financials?
I make a motion to
I
accept it.
accept it. I second it.
All in favor? All.
Who seconded Ford?
I second.
All right, reports of standing committees. We have some new information available for the streetlights. Then we're gonna have to, I don't know whether we wanna take the time to go over them now and make any recommendations, or you wanna wait and, have a chance to digest what's been given to you tonight.
Well, I say do it now while it's fresh in everybody's
Okay,
mind.
well, I have some recommendations on the,
Street lights.
okay.
I know that,
Okay, look down the list. Okay, Miss Sue, Miss Calvert, would you come here for a moment, please, and or go in the office and get me that one that we scribbled on? I drove,
The one I
she
threw
wrote,
away?
and you know, we're having to go through, we went to every light pole in the town. So, and some places that were not in the town, but we covered it all. And she went with me because I didn't know exactly where everything was, but we have got recommendations on here to cut off, to keep, and what have you, so we'll write it down, and if you wanna check further, the committee is, Steve is chairman, and then,
I'm a helper.
you are a helper, and Brenda Love is the street committee, okay? Susie, did you find it?
No.
Well, never mind, I'll get it.
well, there
I thought it
are,
was-
down here at the four-way stop sign,
No, here it is.
there are about 3 lights right there at the four-way stop. One at the four-way stop, one just across the street at the entrance to the mobile home park,
We highlighted some.
and one just a few hundred, I wouldn't even say 100 feet further down the road. We don't need 3 lights there. I think one, and the one there at the four-way stop should be sufficient for that area.
Okay. I got those highlighted. I don't have anything on the one where it was written down.
We're gonna do some of that too.
That was just ones that have been retired.
Okay, but this one right here,
Those have been retired up to here.
right, okay, but we were gonna turn this one back on, weren't we, number 30? Is this one
Okay.
right here, 34? Where's the, on Calvert Street?
Yeah, they turned that one off, and there's 3 houses there
Yeah,
on Calvert Street. They turned that one off.
and
We
they
need to
turned,
turn it back on.
yeah, so
And
number 34 is,
pole number 34.
yeah, pole number 34, you see where the numbers, pole numbers?
Pole number.
992.
The second
Calvert
column,
Street.
Huh?
the second column is the pole number.
34?
On 992 Calvert Street.
Mhm.
This is up here?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay,
It's on the
We're
front
gonna turn
page.
it on.
okay.
Okay,
Should be-
now, all of them are retired until we get down to,
Doll Street.
there's one at Dean's Ferry, and Sue pays that one, that's at her
They
address.
put it up and then they cut it off, and it's up to what y'all want to do. I mean, I pay $10 a month on it, and that's fine with me. I don't have any problem with that.
Okay,
Wait, what was the poll number?
61.
Okay.
Sue pays it. Okay, we have pole number 1, it's right there at the sign where it says county line. Okay, when you
Yeah, for
first hit
Douglas
the line.
Calvert list,
Okay,
that's one.
and,
That's the west side of the county line?
it's,
Yeah,
it's right down here, yeah. The very first pole is number 1.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to
And
find.
it's right by the sign, or right past the sign that says you're coming into county line.
Says it's retired.
No, you're looking at the wrong one.
look at number 20.
Line 20.
On to the left, look at 20. And it says 1. And then it
Pole
says-
number 1,
Okay,
County Line Drive at
Oh,
Dawes
okay.
Street. Okay, we're gonna leave that one on.
is it on now?
Yes.
Says keep.
So we're gonna keep that one.
Okay,
All right, pole number 2 on County Line Drive is just very close to number 1, and we didn't see where we needed to keep it, so we're saying cut that one off. There's so many of them that are just one right after the
I
other.
noticed that tonight, it's just
Yeah.
lined up, way too close.
Yeah, pole number 3, we recommended to keep it. Pole number 5, to keep it. Pole number 8, that one needs to be cut off. Maybe we did that one wrong. Did we get that one and the 34 mixed up?
2920 is not, the 992 is Calvert Street. This is County Line Drive at Calvert Street,
Okay,
which is up.
that's that one up there.
I think that's up there in Jim's yard.
Okay, well, we've got one that says needs,
Because we
Cut off.
discussed, it shines
driveway.
on their,
Okay.
yeah.
and then, okay, so pole number 8, we're gonna keep.
Mhm.
Pole number 9 on County Line Drive, 2951 to keep.
And we couldn't verify 11. We couldn't ever find it.
12 County Line Drive, well, we need to, if we can't
Well,
verify,
cut
it,
it
we
off
need to
then.
cut it off.
That's what we.
That's what we
recommended.
decided, if we can't verify the pole, we'll cut it off.
And you can always cut them back on.
That was, okay. Count number 12 to leave on, number 13, cut
Where's
it off.
John Martin Road?
You
It's
know-
where she goes into the trailer park she owns.
And there's
Oh.
the people out there, behind
Okay.
Bill Ivy. I guess it'd be about
Okay.
14 people benefit from that.
Okay.
There's 2 driveways, Floyd.
Right, we're gonna
Okay.
leave that one on. Number 13, cut it off.
That's the one right by Bill Ivy.
Yeah.
It's in his yard, literally.
Okay, that's pole number 13. Number 15,
Couldn't find it.
is that the one we couldn't find?
Mm-mm.
You got it there, you couldn't find
We
it?
couldn't
Okay.
find it.
Cut it off.
Cut it off. Well, if it belongs to somebody, or they are upset, they can call us and we can turn it back on. But if we don't know where the pole is and we can't find
That's
it,
right.
then we don't need
Go
to pay
ahead on.
for it.
When in doubt, cut it off.
Cut it off.
There you
That's
go.
right.
That's right.
It's important, they'll be calling us.
Okay, County Line Road, pole number 16 and number 17, we're gonna keep them. That's County Line Road at Smith Mill Road. That's one at the stop sign we're gonna keep, and one over
The one right in front
front
of the church.
Yeah.
Okay,
Then on number 18, we're gonna cut it off. Cause they're bam, 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 right there together.
I think it's over a kudzu field there.
Yeah,
Right there in the corner.
yeah, over there by the church, down by the church.
okay.
Number 19 and 20, we're gonna keep. Number 21,
Couldn't find it.
we didn't find 21. Cut it off.
Cut it off.
That's what Don said. Number 22, cut it off. We know. That's on County Line Road too. Okay.
Number one, which one did you just do?
Number 22.
Okay,
Number 23,
cut it off.
It's out at Buddy Hayes's,
no. Yeah, that's it, Buddy Hayes.
Yeah, it needs,
Turning on.
put the bulb back in it.
It needs to-
21,
20,
23.
22, cut off. 23, cut back.
23 at Buddy Hayes, right?
23, yeah.
And
the
it's
bulb's
out.
which one is it?
Number 23, and that's Mr. Hayes.
23?
Yeah,
What about 22? Oh, cut it off, okay.
and Mr. Hayes, we just need to have it repaired. I called Alabama Power about the one.
That's free, they'll put the bulb in.
Yeah,
They're
Okay,
supposed to have.
okay, number 24, cut it off.
That's all those around the church now.
That's,
We're going
that's
to cut
close
them
to
off.
the entrance to the mobile home park. Yeah,
Yeah, I think there were 4 to the entrance
Right there.
there. We did not go in that mobile home park, but if any of these are in there, they're gonna go on.
They're not,
they're not in there,
none on this list
but
are in
they're
there.
all right here. You know, there's a stop, I mean, there's one there up on County Line Road,
Mhm.
there at the stop sign, and then there's another one across the
That's
street,
why
and then there's another one right
Smith
here.
Mill will cut off.
Yeah.
25.
25 is cut it off. That's the south side of the church. 26 is the front of the church, and we're gonna leave it on. Or, we don't know, we're saying we
Just leave it on
recommend.
right now.
Number 27 on Smith Mill Road on the north side of the church, cut it off. And the church has got floodlights all around the church. They don't need, it's lit up like a
Right.
whatever. Okay, so we got, cut that one off. Smith Mill at Thermal Road, we said leave that one on, right?
Yeah, it's right there where the roads,
Where you go into Thermal Road.
Right.
past
and
the
that
church.
little bit of piece is in county line, and we talked about the road.
Mhm, And
Somebody
there's
needs
a,
to go look at that.
and there's a house, right behind the church there on Thermal.
And it eliminates the
it's-
graveyard.
Yeah.
Smith Mill Road, number
Number
29.
Number 29, leave it on. Number 30, leave it on. Mill Road, 451, may not be in town limits, close to,
That,
on some side, that, yes, we're
That
gonna
one
keep
we're
that
gonna
one.
leave on.
That's the one, Steve, we were talking about.
Yeah, cause
That's
that
the one back
eliminates that
there,
subdivision.
that eliminates our neighborhood.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna keep that.
33.
33, keep it.
Okay.
It's town hall. 35, Sue.
Wait a minute.
35 is where yours was.
So that's 9218, that's, okay, well, over here on Calvert Street, where it's 99, we need that one cut off, cause this is the
Right.
street address.
Yeah, the 35 is the one that we needed
So
down
we
on
need
Calvert
the,
Street.
992, number 34, we need it cut off.
Well, it says removed already, so we just
Oh,
won't turn
okay,
it on.
okay,
Okay.
Removed?
yeah.
It's already off.
Where you say it's removed?
On the far right side. On
Which one are you saying?
Number
is-
34.
Number
Oh, number
34.
34.
It's
On
on
the
the
other
first
page.
page.
First page.
Oh,
We had to go
Oh.
back, we had the wrong number.
Oh, okay. All right, I got
We
you.
wanna leave 35, we wanna turn on number 35,
Okay.
and we want to leave that other one off.
35 should have been on.
Well, it's not. They've been charging for it, it looks like, because
Yeah.
it's been off. But we'll-
34, 35?
35 has been up, yeah, they turned it off, it's, on Calvert Street, and it would serve, Mother Daddy's house and Carol's, and the people,
Behind.
yeah, there'd be 3
Oh.
families.
It should be on.
Yeah, they're charging for it.
Because we've been paying for it.
Maybe it needs a light bulb
Well,
too.
it's not been
Well,
up.
it might be that it
Yeah, we
needs to
just
be
need to get it
fixed.
repaired
Okay.
then.
I'll check with that,
Okay.
because we gotta fix Mr. Hayes.
Okay.
Okay, Thermal Road, leave it on. The old number 33.
I think we're talking about the same one, Brad, hold it back, I think it's that same one.
All right,
Okay.
39?
39, keep it. It's on Smith Mill Road.
Okay. Number 40?
Now, that's Malcolm's.
That's Malcolm, and Malcolm pays.
Cut it off. Oh, hey, Malcolm.
Wait a minute, that's
I'll turn it off
Malcolm's
when I get home.
and we're being charged for it.
Yeah,
He
Malcolm,
has one that he has on the same pole that he pays for his house, right? And we have one on the same pole.
so you got it on the same, they're on the same pole, right?
They on the same pole.
That's-
One of them shines toward the house and the other shines across the road.
Well, one of them needs to be turned
That's
off.
what I tell the buddy here a
Either
while
yours,
back.
I think yours needs to be cut off. How much are you paying for yours? $10 a month?
10.
No, how much?
My mama signed a contract with them years ago. I'm paying $7.75.
Okay, but, well then, we need to cut.
You wanna leave it on?
You
Well,
wanna,
Like
town cut those off.
You sure?
If he cuts his off, if he ever needs to turn it back on, he's gonna have a new price.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not
Oh.
gonna cut mine off.
Oh,
Y'all can
okay.
cut that town's off.
okay, we'll cut the town off,
Yeah.
cause there's no sense in two lines.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
What happened when they cut that one off on my street, I just went down there and Alabama Power let me pay. So if any of these people where the lights are cut off,
They pay their own
they
bill.
can pay the $10 a month. And see, he pays $7.75.
Cobb
$10 a
Brazil
light for a
Road.
street light is not much to light something up.
That's down there,
Okay, number 47. Oh,
No, 40.
okay,
Two.
40, that's Cobrazil Road, that's
John's Trailer Park on Car Brazil, there's two of them down there. We couldn't verify that.
okay. But the number 40 is the one at Malcolm's, and he said we need to turn the
Cut it
town
off.
off.
42, Cobb Brazil Road.
I want
That
that
Dean's
Dean's for
Ferry,
$17.50
that's up there
again.
by,
I cut it.
is that the one going into the park?
I don't know, but I would just leave one of them. They don't need two lights that close together.
Cut it off then.
42, cut it off.
He's cut
Cut
off
out
after the
42
money.
and leave
They
45.
Leave
they have a
45.
blue light special down there by them.
Here's another one.
Well, I don't
She's
know
got
where that
three.
was.
See, all these are not, there's only one on Copper Hill, that's down there. I think that's up there at the front of her trailer park.
I thought y'all saw these numbers.
We did, we pulled all of them off, but what did you write by it? 46 and 47?
I didn't write anything.
Well, darn, we'll have to go back over there. Okay, question mark.
Well, see, right here, we've got 4 on Car Brazil.
Yeah, we shouldn't
And
have.
we don't.
Mm-mm.
There's no
Well,
way.
one of them is that one that this
There-
lady right
Brenda's
here
talking
talks
about.
about.
Getting hers
No.
fixed.
But I think the other 3 are right up there at that trailer park.
Well,
they're,
she needs
they're
one.
spread out. They're, most, there's 2 or 3 that are almost down to the end of Coppersville.
No, there's only one down at the end, and that's number
Not the
47.
town pays.
No.
47,
They're the people.
47 is the one in front of Brenda Lowe's house, and it's the one that's been
47,
out.
is
And
it
I-
out?
And I called, no, I called to get it turned back on. Haven't heard from her, but I think they must
Okay,
have turned it
so
on.
No, I haven't.
42, 45, 46 is the ones in dispute.
So you wanna turn them off or just leave one on?
I think we need to verify those
Yeah, let's
before we.
Right.
Yeah.
All right,
Before
I
we
got
say
question
that.
marks by
In
those.
case the
Because,
individual.
I found
42,
all those on Coppersville, and I don't recall any of them other than the one at the corner that's close to the trailer park.
yeah.
There's nothing on that road, baby. There's none of them. Just right there at that trailer park.
Well, let's
They've
take
lit
a
their
look.
trailer park up pretty
They
good.
may not be working, but they're there.
Well,
Okay,
we'll take a look
but
at
they're
it.
charging. So we'll,
They're
Yeah.
charging us and charging us and charging us.
Let's take a look at them and get rid of everything except
Okay.
whatever needs to be.
Okay, number 47, we're keeping it. It's Brenda Lowe's, and it's been out, and I reported it out for them to fix it.
so it's been there a long time, cause it's just $4.10.
Yeah.
It's been-
Wow.
Town Street is right down here.
Where,
Town
The red
Street
road.
is the red road that they put down here, Town Street.
I don't need
The
you
Park
thinking need to
Road.
put none down there.
Well, we've got cut off there because, they've got,
County Line Road,
Yeah.
number 49. Yeah,
48 and 49, we recommend you cut
cut
off.
off.
okay.
Dean's Ferry, 5180, we don't have anything on that one.
We
We're gonna
didn't
have to check
verify
that
it.
one.
The
We
right
didn't
side
verify-
across from town limit sign.
Number 50,
I don't see the
Number
sign there.
50.
right side of road
That
across
was
from
down
town.
past Coppersville.
Where John Glover lived.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen that sign. Have you seen a light down there ever?
Yeah, there used to be a light down
I don't think
Well,
there
we're
is.
getting charged for it right
there's a
now.
pole across the street from her house.
Well, it needs, we need to do that for
We
her.
need to
She's-
on.
Yeah, she's,
I mean, it should be, well,
They're charging us for it.
Check it.
So it needs to be checked, or, yeah, fixed.
yeah, it's in the brush.
there. Mm-hmm.
There's
It's
a
in the
lot of
brush,
stuff
but
in
it's
the
out there.
brush. We've kinda had a, yeah. Okay. Smith Mill Road, number 54, it's by a pasture too over there, so we said cut that one off. Roger Street at Houston Lane,
That, well, on
said
54, number 54,
yes,
by the pasture, what's on the other side of the street from it?
kudzu.
The kudzu or the mobile home?
no. Is it that one first trailer, that
Isn't
mobile
that one
home?
up there at Jill's? And Jill's
Yeah, that's
pasture?
behind Jill. That's the one behind Jill, I think.
It's right there at Thermal Road, and then there's a light pole right here.
And then there's that mobile home across the
There's a
street
mobile
from
home
it.
across the street. You won't keep that
And
one?
that shed, that suspicious shed,
Mm.
yes,
Okay, yes, we want that one back on.
yeah.
Okay,
Cut
we're
it
gonna
off.
keep that one on?
If it is not on, we need to get it back on.
That's number
Put
55?
a star on that one.
Okay.
I believe that's it.
Well, we've got 55. We've
No,
got
not
to keep
55,
54.
54, Brian.
54. Oh, okay, Smith Mill Road, okay.
Rogers Street at Houston Lane.
We're gonna keep that one. That's number 55.
So many people benefit from it. Let's see, it's about 5 families. Are y'all laughing at me?
So they're laughing at us. You should have seen us
County
riding
Lines
down the road.
Drive,
Laverne and Shirley.
County
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 Line,
Line Drive, number 56, cut it off.
cut it off.
57, cut it off. Some of them's up here by John David, by that building, old square building up there. One of them's lighting up Greg's,
Cut it off.
I mean, not Greg.
The last two down
Well, no,
there
no,
is just pasture, it's nothing.
That's 63, 64, 65, down there by John David.
Yeah, and we said we're gonna keep 63 on and turn 64, 65 off.
'Cause it'll
63
eliminate all the
eliminates
driveways.
the driveways and all that, but the 64 and 65 is nothing.
Down there in the woods.
And we have to really question the placement of that one pole. Is it in the town limits or is it out of town limits? Because that's right there by his business.
Will that be 65, buddy?
No, that's 63.
63,
The one that we're keeping, saying we'll keep on because it lights up his drive and the light.
John David and
John David's and
Buddy
all
and
that, yeah.
Jerry.
County Line Drive at Town Street,
No, we've done cut that one off,
cut it off.
yeah. That's out here,
Right
there
there.
at the red road.
Okay,
So how much money is this gonna save us?
If we cut these
About
out, it's about
$80
$80 a month.
from the ones we've got marked, we
That's-
figured it out.
that's
$80.
over.
Deansbury Road,
That means we can repair the road. That's right.
Dean, I don't know.
55,
Malcolm,
66.
where's 5566? Is that Jennifer?
That's Jennifer's, right there, her driveway.
Well, I
What are you
thought we
talking
ought to
about?
keep that
That,
one
we'll
on,
keep that one.
cause it gets,
55,
yeah,
No, 62. The
Number 6.
55, 66 is the address.
55, 66.
we
yeah.
didn't keep that one on.
We're gonna keep that one. County Line Drive, 29, number 60,
which one did you just keep on?
62.
62.
And 63, we're gonna keep on unless the mayor questions that one, whether it's in the town or not. It's by his house. He
Where's
says his
that?
house.
No, he's questioning that one down there on the far end.
No, no,
no,
no.
no, I'm talking about the one
He's
right
talking
there
about,
by
See, his
Greg,
house is in, his business is out. and it's
because his
right there
business
by-
is not in the town limits.
that
And where that
driveway
pole
goes to
is
his
placed,
business. Yeah.
I don't know that is in the town limits.
It is a new pole too, number 63.
Which one you talking about?
That's the one that was
63.
set.
Mr. Mayor,
We're talking
If
about
that pole-
63.
I thought you was cutting it off.
Well, the mayor is questioning whether it's even should be there.
Yeah, I don't know that, where they placed it, you know, the town is paying for it, but where it is placed is not in the town limits.
Well, I think it should be
Then
cut
it
Well,
should be cut
if
off.
it's not, then how come we're paying for 65 down the road?
We're not, we're cutting that one off.
Well, I mean, it is, that one, 65, is on, John David's side of the road, and that property is in the town limits.
Okay.
What about 64?
And 64 is also in the town limits, because that's the portion of Greg's property that has been annexed.
But there's nothing there but pasture.
I know it.
64 is,
64
We
cut it
don't need it,
off,
but I mean, it is in the town limits.
but
But the
60,
one on the, by his driveway,
that's the one you're questioning.
okay.
I have to question it. Yeah,
Mr. Mayor, you might wanna consider them poles is setting on public right of way. Because when they reworked Caroline Road, they took 60 feet of right of way,
Yeah,
30 feet from the center of the line. So if that's within 30 feet of the center of the line, ain't nothing Greg can do about it, cause he gonna raise Cain whatever you do anyway. But if
no,
they
no,
don't,
he's a nice man.
but
Don't you bet.
you know,
He
you might
did,
wanna
he did.
consider the right of way
Yeah.
Because y'all dealing with power poles, and they not gonna set a power pole in a yard, up in the yard unless whoever signs the right of way over to them. And on that road, they 60 feet of right of way for all the way through here, cause I've worked this whole road. And, they can argue with y'all they want to y'all, but these power poles are sitting on the right of way.
On public
state.
property.
Well, what about these four sitting out here that are not on this
Okay,
list?
whoa, we'll get to that, let's
That's
just
separate.
finish this first.
Okay,
That's
Okay.
separate from these.
okay.
All right, look at number 57.
Well, what the hell?
That's the booger.
Okay, if you look at number 57, you can go right out here and look out this door. And right here on this corner is a pole. And if you'll check the amount that's paid every month is $16.75.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, it's sitting right here, right at this corner. It also has a floodlight that they put up there on that pole. And this is a high-pressure
Turn.
laser light sodium, a high-pressure sodium laser light.
Turn it off.
Well, go step out there and see if y'all wanna turn it off. It's
I'll
right
turn
there.
it off. I got it.
But it took us a while to figure out where the $16.75, everything else is $7 or $4 or $6.
I wouldn't pay no
$16.75, and it's right here at the corner of the building.
Well, I wouldn't pay $16 a month.
You said let her go?
Cut it off?
Yes, I say let it
That's
go.
what
What do
some
you
of
say,
the,
Mayor?
Mayor?
It's not up to me, it's up to the council.
Oh,
Okay. We'll let the council, and
What is
that's,
your
y'all are the
recommendation?
committee, what are y'all recommending? We recommended that it be cut off, because it's too much.
I learned a long time ago, don't argue with a lady.
Well,
How long did it take you to learn
before
that?
we- now we got our list. Let's,
heard him.
my suggestion right now would be
Biscuits
to,
in the morning.
let's table this
That's
until
right,
next
no
month,
biscuits in the morning.
until we've all had a chance to
No, the morning after
confirm
that
and look over this list
Got it now.
thoroughly. Excuse me, please. But anyway, give us an opportunity to go back over this list, and if we want to go out and spot these lights ourselves, to confirm that we agree. So, that's my suggestion, is that we table it till
Well,
next.
there is a couple on here that we need to,
Excuse me, sir, I got something to say on that.
Okay,
Now, we asked these ladies to make this trip for us, okay? And they went out there and they found these things that we need to cut off. And I personally think that we need to cut the ones off that need to be cut off, rather than keep paying for them for another month, because we're gonna pay for it this month, and we gotta pay for it next month. And then and hopefully we'll get them cut off enough that we'll get them cut off by the time it happens the next month. But I'm not sure we'll get them cut off that fast. So I'm all for handling it right now and get the ones cut off that we decided that we wanted to cut off today. Because we sat here today and we said, we don't want all these extra lights here. And that's what I think we said. And I just don't agree with it. That's all I got to say.
well, one thing that I do know is that if we cut them off, to cut them back on, it's no big deal. You know, if you get a lot of static and a lot of this or that or whatever, or like we said, some of them we couldn't verify, and if we cut them off and then somebody complains about it, then, you know, my feeling is we can cut them back on.
We can look at them and put them back on.
Well, they can complain.
We can cut them back on if
Well,
we
what you
decide
say
to.
to them is,
Yeah.
the previous administration had
Well,
no money.
Who
put all these
we have a motion then.
Let me say this part, my feelings on it. I agree 100% with you. I agree that we do need to cut them off, but for the general safety that were put there for a reason,
That's what I
we need to all go look and have another look, see, and make sure we do the right thing before we do cut them. If we cut one, it would cause an accident out there on this road, then the town's liable.
I don't believe you're gonna have another accident.
Well, I don't think you will, but I'm just saying, let's make sure before we cut them.
Right,
Okay.
we can,
Let's all hop in the truck, go for a ride, huh?
My opinion, let's go, we'll call out the numbers, get a flashlight.
Whatever you say, that's up to y'all. Y'all
Do
vote
they
for it, and I'll
charge to
vote
turn it
against it.
back on? That's what I was wondering. Do they charge you to turn
Let
it
me
back
ask
on?
you a question.
Sure.
There's two lights on that light that's catty-cornered across the
Mhm.
playground. Who's paying for them?
We are.
We
We
are.
are.
We're paying for both of them. One of them, well,
Why?
they're on two
They're on
different bills.
Private property, they're not on us.
Well, just a minute, I talked with the lady from Alabama Power, and I was told when I talked to our representative, I asked him about the floodlights that they put out over the park. And he told me that, they put them out there and that they would probably had a contract for a year. So I talked to our representative at Alabama Power, and she came out here, and I said, would you please check and see if we're liable for those? And she called me back and she said, no ma'am, you're not liable. The reasons that they gave for the floodlights for that park is that they did not want any riffraff in the park at night.
There ain't been nobody up there.
And they did not want, and if anybody was walking on the walking track, they wanted it lit for the people to walk. So she said you can cut it off at any time and the town does not have any obligation. So we have no contract for the floodlights on the
I
park.
say cut.
Cut them off,
But now, they're not on this list, they're on
I
a separate
understand
bill.
cut them off.
Cut them all off?
I would say, yeah, what the heck, ain't nobody gonna go down there at night anyway.
No.
I've never
Ain't
seen
nobody
anybody
gonna
in
be
there
out
even
there,
in the
period.
daytime. Well, if they're at night, they're doing something that they shouldn't be
Well,
doing.
that's the riffraff.
Yeah, that's the
Let's,
riffraff.
let's have to work-
All right.
let's try to keep it organized.
Okay,
and
let's
orderly
go.
here. Right, first off, we need to address what is in front of the council
Okay.
at the moment. And that is, do we have a motion to turn them off or to delay? What motion do we
I'll
have?
make a motion to delay until confirmed.
So table
I
it.
second
All right, all in favor? Opposed? Okay,
Motion carried. Okay.
we, Steve, when can you have a look?
Since you're chairman of this
I wanna go
meeting-
with him when he goes.
Okay.
I'm going with him.
When can we, because, yeah, I do agree that we need to take some action, probably quicker than next month's meeting. So that, how quickly,
I'd say I could do it Thursday night,
This Thursday,
this Thursday.
I'll be ready to go.
That's Valentine's. Do you think your wife's gonna let you go out
Uh-oh.
Doesn't matter, cause I'm gonna be at work anyway.
Oh,
He's
that's
gonna
right.
be here and I'm gonna be there.
There you go.
Wait just a minute now, me and Floyd may be going to see our girlfriend.
Well,
I ain't
I'll
going to
tell
see
you
no
what,
girl.
y'all have fun. That's all I can
I
say.
ain't going to see no girl.
well, let's,
You wanna do an executive meeting then?
let's have, go ahead and review the lights. And just let me know, because we may call a special meeting just to address this, so we can go ahead and take action on it.
Okay,
But,
that's good.
instead of waiting, another
Another
month
month.
to address it.
Okay.
But, that way we'll feel comfortable with the decision that we've made.
That'd be-
Just like you said, we don't, wanna turn off lights that would possibly put someone in jeopardy.
Okay.
Example, that thing we have behind us that lights up your whole front yard, you know, we
Yeah.
wouldn't want that thing off either, cause it's just enough that we can see.
Oh, no, that we're leaving that one.
Yeah.
See, we took into account all that, and the ones that we turned off, that we recommend that you turn off,
Yeah.
none of them are in a driveway for a person to turn in the driveway.
Illuminating the pastor.
They're,
Why would they
most
put
of
a
them
big
are,
one in? Yeah.
most of them are like illuminating a pasture up there where Hallmark's, empty house.
Gotcha.
Most up here in the building where John David, if you
Yeah.
come down, I mean, not John David, but Jim Coward up on the hill, this building that's down here that goes, well,
Doesn't need
we
that.
don't need that light lit up over
That's right.
there. I mean, and
Yeah.
then Brett Huffstutler over here has got his property lit up, but we left the one here, you know, so that, I mean, we didn't cut
Yeah.
off where, we didn't suggest cutting off where it was people's driveways and stuff like that. So I think you'll find that it's pretty,
Did y'all go at night or just check that during the day?
we went through the day, but we had to get the numbers.
Yeah, there's two down here at Harmon's that the numbers have been taken off.
And we
And
don't
I'm
know.
thinking those two, they look like the lights the town has,
Yeah.
but
Well,
there's
what-
no numbers on the pole.
They're gonna be taken off.
Yeah, if they don't have a number on them and they're sitting in somebody's yard, either they've gotta pay for the bill or it's gonna get cut off. And if they get cut off and they're paying the bill, then you know there's gonna scream.
You know they will.
Okay, all right.
But that's okay, you can have it turned back on.
Yep.
All right,
I
But
paid
they
$10.
have-
Can
That's,
you tell them?
Yeah, but they,
all right, well, that's what we'll do then. Just let me know when, and, when we have a decision to make, we'll put out notice of a special meeting. We'll just go ahead and plan on calling a special meeting for that purpose, in the next week to 10 days.
Okay.
All right. Any other comments or questions about streetlights?
no, but we need to know, I need to know what to do about the floodlights. Cause they're not on this, and we weren't discussing that, but I just told you what Miss Burton told me.
I would, well,
And two
my
of the
recommendation
floodlights,
to the council is to at least cut half of them off.
Cut them off.
Let's cut them off. Let's cut them all off.
well, there's four, and there's
I don't-
one floodlight on a street light, there's another floodlight on this street light, and then the others are just, like on the side of the building.
If you wanna cut all of them down, cut 3 of them off and leave 1 on.
I don't know, do I ever see a park lit up at night? I can't recall if I've ever seen that.
Well, at Trafford, they have the lights,
Oh,
they
Right, we'll
have,
have a look.
they have street
Yeah.
lights.
It's
Go
a
Take a
look.
walking
look.
track though, I mean, that's, you know,
But they do have a walking track, and they have it fenced, and they have it, they have, not street lights, but like lights in our, whatever you would call them, it's not exactly,
little pole lights, like in our subdivision.
yeah, like in our subdivision. Oh, and that's another thing.
We don't have one at the entrance of
No,
our.
we don't even have one at the entrance to our subdivision, and if our sign is out,
That's something
It's
we need
really
to have
dark there
added.
right now.
We need to have that
It's
added.
really dark.
I know.
Well, she and I were talking about it, I believe everybody in there would probably pay a $10 fee. I
We
believe.
need to have one
We
added.
had a
And
street
we
light
can
at
give
the
that money
entrance
to
till
the
that
town
car
and they
knocked it
can-
down.
Pay for it.
There was one at the entrance until that car knocked
You
it
could
down.
slow that one.
No, I think that was just a stop sign, Gina.
I thought
That was a
there
stop
light.
sign.
It was a
No,
stop
it wasn't.
sign.
It was a stop
It was just a stop
But y'all
sign.
need one going into Green Acres.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, that's what Cindy and I were talking about, the lights, all that's even, you
And
can't see nothing
Ben
there.
tried to get it, and Jim Calvert was on the council, and he said, no.
Well, we need to add one
Well,
to that.
That's,
Take all these
that's,
out and add one there.
let's,
Okay.
try to reel it back in here.
Talking about 4 lights out there,
Yeah,
and one for each corner.
yeah.
Right, this one that's sitting on this corner, and the one that's sitting on that far corner over there, we can cut them off. The ones that's sitting on this,
Now, are you talking about this big pole out
got
here?
the big pole here,
Okay, we're talking about cutting that one's $16, that big
Yeah.
light pole.
okay, yeah, cut
And it
it,
has a floodlight on it.
yeah.
Okay, cut it off.
And cut off the
And the
other
one that's in this far corner,
on the back
on the
there.
back there.
Well, I don't know which one that is.
Well, it's,
On the park,
Town
I would
street.
suggest that, I agree with you there. But this big light here on the corner or on the street, since it illuminates this side of town hall, not necessarily the park, but town hall.
Well, if we have that, then we should cut off all the floodlights. If that's,
do you wanna have that
do you wanna
turned off
go
or
look
keep
at that
it
one
on?
again and see
Yep,
where?
go
The one
ahead.
that protects the building.
Town
keep
hall
out.
Protects the building.
illuminated.
Okay.
And-
We'd have one sitting right out here, stick our whole.
Well, there is
place out
one out here, pretty much, across from here.
I don't care.
Here, this meeting, right on outside.
See, here's one right here, because we need to right here.
I've been here all my life.
We're saying leave that one on. Yeah, leave that
Like
one
they
on.
had the county line town limits moved down there on Davis Ferry Road.
When we come to
It's
the
been there,
public
my
comment,
dad, my
I want to
granddaddy
comment.
moved there
Okay,
1900s, you know, we've been there 150 years. But Harmon and all them
But
moved
that's
to
that door
town
here,
limits
who's that
up,
at that
keep
door?
having fixed the road.
that'd be you stealing one of her cookies.
You hush,
I
Wallace,
saw you.
nobody doesn't like a snitch,
I saw
Somebody brought thin mints.
Yard and look at the number on that pole.
yeah. But the
Hey,
thing
buddy,
about it,
since
it
you
illuminates
break
the
out there
people
just a
on the
minute.
double wide and Calvert Street.
is all the councilmen ready?
Oh, no, we
For the
know what they're- it's
telephone to be
probably a-
threatened?
It's gonna be some of these that's
Think what?
documented.
Are y'all ready to catch the wrath for these lights to be turning off? Because they gonna be some repercussions.
I don't care if they do.
I mean, I'm
I
just,
know, but
I'm
I,
just bringing it to our attention.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Because
they
it's
have all
done been
the-
made a statement to me, you know,
I just hope they don't want them back on,
well,
call down there, they pay for it.
tell
Well-
Dr. Lewis.
you know, it's, to me, that's a sensible thing to do. You know, tight budget, got to do what you got to do.
That's right.
That's right.
And,
yeah.
but I
since,
was telling this lady right here, I've been here all my life. And they've always done what they wanted to.
The chairman of the committee wants the mayor to come and look at the lights out here. See where all the street lights are.
But you can't make everybody happy.
Yes.
Oh, I tried. I could care less. I go home, they tell me to, I go home tonight and pop mine out with my 22 yards.
Can't put that box of cookies right there.
She got
I had 3 cookies in a piece of candy.
You did not.
But see, how about walking?
Do not lie.
Y'all live in Green Acres.
Yes, sir, we just moved there in October.
Right.
We have one or two.
There's more traffic on Deansville Road after 12 o'clock at night. They on this main
I
road.
can't have one,
I
Carol.
woke up early morning, the dog, the baby came,
I can't even.
and see those dogs in the trees on there, see some
Carol
black
won't let
too.
me eat one.
I went out.
Y'all, it really does
Put
seem
my
like we've been
pants
here a
on,
long
went
time.
outside,
It's
got
not
my
even 8
rifle.
Can I
o'clock.
have
So
And
one?
there were 2 boys walking the road. One of them was barefooted,
Is this your
short
time?
pants and no shirt
Well,
on.
it's not mine. I don't have it.
Yeah,
I don't
drove
chew on
that,
my
going
cup.
that trailer park down.
Well, thank you, Don.
This morning, 4
Oh, my
o'clock,
hand, yeah. That have Walmart
It's
out
a
they
there.
was
flashing
walking
light,
the road,
blue
there were
light.
2 women
What do you
and a
want
boy.
with it?
I want that second
Which
part
trailer
over
park,
there
this
is-
one here or the one on
No,
down?
they go from that trailer park, this is it, no, 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 no. They go from that
Thank you,
trailer
no, thank
park to that trailer park.
So are they pretty bad over here at this trailer park? The girls?
All right, so
Well, not bad, they work.
Okay, the
Carol,
recommendation.
look what he's doing. I've got,
All right,
I've got let Carol look.
now that we've taken our little field
here,
trip,
ma'am.
I know you're cold.
thank you very much.
You got the money for the coffee?
All right. Well, we'll, like I said, we'll call a special meeting to, address the street
And so
lights.
the chairman and the other counselor that's on the committee, they're gonna check it out and they're gonna report back to you.
It'd be better if they were looking at it.
Okay,
But they're gonna have to know what the,
I'll go
Take
find
the
them,
spotlight.
we'll go find them in Florida, go find them. And
Before
right,
it gets
right
dark.
before dark, and then
And
we'll
then
go
go
back
back.
and look at dark and make sure that we're making the right decision
Yes.
on it.
that's the best thing to do.
that sounds good. All right,
Okay, floodlights now. Are we
floodlights,
still gonna be the same, it's gonna be under the same
Yeah.
yeah,
thing? Okay.
we'll address it at the same time.
I gotta get these minutes right, cause I'll never remember all this.
Okay, all right, reports of officers. We have none.
We don't have an officer, do we?
Reading of petitions, application, complaints, appeals, or communications.
I haven't received any complaints or applications or anything, appeals, communication.
Okay. And we still have a couple of letters to send out with corrected addresses for business licenses.
Yes.
Okay. And we have no resolution or
Well,
ordinances?
the resolutions or ordinances, I know in the minutes last time there was a suggestion for a historian. And since I'm the clerk of the town and I had the minutes, and I spoke to the person of for discussing the appointment of a historical committee for the town. And I spoke with Miss Sue Francis Calvert, and she said she would be delighted to do this history.
Okay.
Delighted. Is that what you said? No, she said, I'll write you a history.
Well, like I was saying during the last meeting, I am interested in the history of the town.
Right.
And, I'd love to be able to put something up on the town's website. It's the unofficial town's website.
That is, what is it, www.mycountyline.org.
It's mycountyline.org.
Do you want does the council want pictures, or they just want it
Yeah.
written?
Certainly,
Yeah.
pictures would be fine.
Well,
Pictures would be real
I,
nice.
I thought really to start with a picture of all of the, mayors up to present time and who they were.
It'll be all right.
Yeah.
And then,
Whatever, you're the
Buildings
historical
and stuff.
committee.
okay, well,
History.
just wanted to be sure.
That would be great. Be a nice little piece of history.
But I'm gonna put in the minutes that Ms. Calvert accepted.
Okay. All right.
Okay, one other thing, Mayor, was about the deputy. We never did make a decision on what we could do or not do for the deputy that came up here to help with the election.
Well, that's kinda after the town business, that's not,
Public.
Yeah.
no.
we can't-
Okay.
Yes,
We can't do
it's
anything.
separate from town.
Okay, we'll just forget that then. We'll just do that while we're all talking or something after the meeting.
All right.
I'll pass a couple
Any
on
other-
and donate, we donate.
No, I thought they was gonna get the money from the.
Any business
We
from the
got the
council?
money in the fund to pay you.
They got
Hey,
money
brother.
in there.
Hold on a second.
Okay, hold on.
We'll get comments, public comments in just a minute. All right. Anything else from the council?
I got,
You have a question?
yeah.
What?
What about the thing that,
Sure.
Get your
I'll
thoughts
say it.
together.
You wanna get it in a minute?
Jim, no, Van brought up here?
Oh, that was what I was gonna ask you about. Do we need to discuss that
Oh,
with everybody?
yes, the streetlights.
Yeah.
Yeah, as many of you may or may not know, in the Green Acres subdivision, we have the streetlights there. Well, the streetlights have not been paid by the town. They've been paid for by Van Mobilehill since he built the place.
Wow. For 6 years, or whatever.
So, I think that's wrong. The council should have already been paying for it, and I, would accept a motion to start paying for those lights, or have those lights transferred to our account so that the town takes responsibility for them.
I'll make a motion that we do it.
I second.
And hopefully they'll give us a rate for the town instead of the builder's rate, because he's paying a lot more for the lights than.
My understanding is he pays almost as much for those 6, 8 lights as we do for all the lights in town. So, anyway, we have a motion, we have a second. All in favor? Unanimous.
Okay. Okay.
All right. No other business from the council? All right. Open it up to public comments.
What's the matter?
That's the people out here.
Here,
The leg fell off your table.
Yeah.
Well, I heard that, and I thought,
Yeah.
No, that's okay. I mean,
it was off, it was, you got.
We had to-
one of my cookies.
I need somebody to repair that. All right, public comments.
Nate fella.
That'd be you.
They may.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a very confusing problem in the town. In Blount County, there are 2 Deans Ferry roads. There's the county line and the bridge is out, and then there's the one on 160. It's still the same road. Well, you know, we're getting more populated, and ambulances, I would like the council to take under consideration, I don't wanna change Deans Ferry, right? But we would like to differentiate, like, what we
East and west.
east or west Deans Ferry, so that when they get a 911 call, they would know which end to start on, because it's very confusing. And if they go in on 160, it's another, nearly an hour to come back around.
Yeah, it is.
So, it's, you know, just me and Mac and Sue Young and, Cecil and Mac's daughter all on that, so we kinda thought it would be, I talked with them and they said that would be fine, but we'd like the council and then to consider some way differentiating that between the other Dean's Fair.
Between east and
How
west.
far does it go before the bridge?
To give you a good idea of what happened last Friday, like 2 ambulances come down the road. They stopped at the house, hunting somebody on the other end of Dean's Ferry. The lady driving the ambulance, she said, "How do you get there from here?" Okay? Then the other one, my sister happened to be driving it. She said, "I know, I go through Scratch Out, I know what Scratch Out is. Elvester Church Road." But, you know, it's a ongoing problem. Like when my dad passed away, we called for the funeral home to come get him. Well, they went all the way over the other side, but Dean's Ferry Road stops at Van's driveway right there at the creek. It picks up as Lehigh Road.
Mhm.
But it's okay as long as the bridge was in, but the bridge won't never be put back in. But me and Sue talked about it, and we like for, you know, either east or west, north or south or whatever, where they can put it on the map. And so we in the town, so it'd have to come from y'all, whatever y'all recommend.
Yeah, we'll probably have to contact, the EMA for Blount County, since they control numbering assignments for new homes and addresses. We'll probably have to contact them to see what we need to do, what kind of resolution they want from us. But we'd have to go through them, I'm sure.
We don't want the road changed, we don't want the road changed.
No, we don't want it
We
changed.
differentiate.
Differentiate
West or east or
the
west.
sections, whether you're on the north section or
Right.
south
South
section.
section.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it makes sense to me.
Where's the other part of the road?
Over on 160,
You know where we turned on Lehigh Road the other day and went down that whole dirt
Yeah, that's
road?
Lehigh.
Okay, well, it
Followed it down to, and then it turns into.
it came all the way around Dean's Ferry to where Van lives and all the way out back to,
But where is the rest of this road?
where is the?
the bridge blew up, Floyd, and behind that, right before you get to that low one, if you go that low water bridge where Vans is, there was another low water bridge, built in probably the 30s, and some of these gooses blew it up.
Blew it up.
Blew it up.
Yeah,
So the people on Dean's Ferry that goes on 160, they cut it off. And it got to where it's just shrapnel on the bridge and people go down there and dive off of it and they're gonna get somebody hurt. So Blount County asked Van, would he go down there and just clean it out? And he said he would if they'd buy his fuel. And he just did away with the bridge because it was an eyesore and somebody's gonna get killed with that shrapnel just sticking up on them.
Yeah.
So that place that is just right before you get to Van's, that little
bridge.
culvert or whatever little bridge, so that would be the
That-
separation there?
Right there, it turned, you go across the big, the low water bridge across the whole river, not across the creek, went across the whole river.
Oh, okay,
Just one lane, no sides.
okay. But coming from Lehigh Road down to Van's, I mean, where is the designation of east and
Okay.
west or north and south?
What Sue's trying to say is, right at the end of that little bridge right there before you get to Vans.
That's there right now?
Right
that
there,
little
right now.
culvert, okay.
You would go right to that bridge, make a sharp left, go down in the hole and go on the bridge.
Okay,
And that was Dean's Ferry Bridge, you know.
Oh, okay.
Right at the end of that bridge, you had to make a sharp left. And that was how you got over to the other side. Now Floyd asked the question, where's the other end of Dean's Ferry?
Yeah.
You go up to 160, and right before you get to Hayden, there's a post office on the left.
oh, yeah,
Right in front of that post office, Dean's Ferry Road turns right
right,
and comes out. You come out over here at Elvester Road.
Okay.
But at the end of that bridge now, it used to be a road. You had to go down in the hall. Kind of like jumping off this building on this concrete out here. about how far it was, you had to
Well,
go.
in the 1800s, they got one up there. Have you seen it, Mac? It was a high water bridge. It was a covered bridge. I'd say it's, what, 150 foot in the air?
Mm-hmm,
And they had water come through and washed it away. So they put a low water bridge in that the water could run over it and not wash it away. So that's the pylons.
Pylons.
Yeah, they're still there.
Okay. All right, well, let's,
Okay, I have a question. So if I'm gonna contact the EMA of Blount County, where am I going to designate where Blount County, I mean, where Dean's Ferry
East,
stops and starts for each?
Okay.
On back.
When I-
Lehigh on back, Lehigh comes all the way around and gets in.
Lehigh starts at the little low water bridge by Vanes. That's Lehigh.
that's Lehigh Road, right there.
But we wanna be on Dean's Ferry. We'd like it to be North Dean's Ferry,
Yeah, big door,
North Dean's Ferry Road,
Just to that bridge or
to the
to
bridge,
Van's?
yeah.
to the low water bridge, and they know where Lehigh comes in.
Okay, and so Van's house is on Lehigh,
But they will
Right.
know to come in on this side.
on the north
On the
side.
north side.
And then the south side would be over at,
Or
is it
the
the
post
north
office.
We need to put it reversed, this would be north,
Reverse,
south,
Hayden
Yes,
is
that would
north.
be north.
North,
Yeah.
right, Hayden
Right.
So
would
we
be
need to
north.
put it south
This-
Dean's
Right.
Ferry.
Right,
The
okay.
county line then would be south.
Yeah.
Okay, south Dean's Ferry Road.
Yeah, cause Hayden would be north.
north.
I
Okay.
mean, coming
Yeah,
out
because
of
the ambulances
county.
right now, they coming down our road and, you know, here lately I'm at home all the time, and they see me out, everybody knows where I live just about it. Even Sue Francis does.
Even I know where you live now, cause you.
But
put
they
that
always
trailer in
stop at the
someplace.
first house where they can find somebody and ask, you know. And it's bad, you got somebody dying, you got somebody hurt, and have to make a whole hour run before you get there. And they done been an hour, so that puts them up 2 hours, so it's a bad situation.
So we want it
Alright.
south Dean's Ferry.
Right,
yeah, Brenda, if you'll, check with the EMA and see
I
what
will at Blount County.
required of us, and then we
To see
can
what we
address
have to
that.
do. We wanna designate a south and a north. And the north comes from Hayden, that road in
Hayden,
Hayden. Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
I know where that road is.
All right,
Mr. Mayor?
yes, sir.
Since, Miss Brenda is gonna talk to Max Armstrong anyway, he's over the EMA and over the mapping of county line, the Blount County end over Blount County. There's been some discrepancy made. The last survey that Richard Sprague done involved the town of county line before he retired. He moved the county line boundary and the county boundary up about 300 feet. And if y'all go down Dean's Ferry Road, there's a bad place in the road, all the way across the road. And I know y'all don't have no money, and I understand that. But that's gonna put that bad place in the town of Caroline. And the town has always ended there at my daddy's property, my granddaddy's property, my great-granddaddy's property, and Sue's here can witness there. But they come along, and Herman was a part of it, and all them was a part of it, moved it up. And the black people own the property, and they do not want in the town of Caroline right now. I mean, that's been like that for years. Gene might could help us out with that. He's been around here a long time, but, but they moved the line up. So when I had my trailer put on the EMA 911 system, you know, address, Max Armstrong come out there and said, you have to go through the town to get it changed. And that property line, east and west section line, always been the town line right
You
there.
got a state,
I got it
section line up
staked
there.
out, right.
As a state.
Would you mind,
That-
would
that's
y'all
something
mind
we look
checking
at
it
later.
out? Because it's gonna put y'all in a bind. Because the road pipe is caving in up at the, where I raise my garden now, and that's gonna be an expense to the town.
That's something we will have to look at, and I want to pass that to our streets committee. Yes, ma'am?
Mayor, it's not gonna we're on kinda new here, but it's not gonna be that much to patch the roads.
Right.
Now to redo them, yes, but that coal mix is not gonna be, or even the hot, it's not gonna be that much. And I believe the town has got enough to patch that road. When there is a hole, the school bus goes on 4 times a day that's this deep.
It's gonna bust the tire.
You know, up there by me, I call that road Larry, that, hole Larry, it's this deep. And it's just beaten out and beaten out and beaten out. It wouldn't cost that much to patch Cobb Brazil and that one right there on Dean's Ferry. I'm not that much at all. And, cause
Is
doing a
that
hole in
the one
there,
down by the church up here?
no, this is Cobb Brazil and
Where you went down?
on Dean's Ferry, the one that's this deep, the school
Yeah,
bus
I've
goes.
seen that.
The patching's not gonna be very much at all. And probably Blunt County will do it just for materials.
If
But
we
they
pay
gonna
for-
use
We'll
cold
pay
mix,
the material. I'm gonna say $600.
but they gonna use cold mix,
Coal,
yeah, 'cause they don't use hot mix. And that's the bad part about it, and I don't know where y'all ever done any of that or not, but cold mix wallows out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that's something Malcolm and I were talking about before the meeting. But it's something that I do think that the committee should look at and make some decisions. That's why we put these committees together so that, no one person's
We
gonna have
need
to
to
do
get
it all.
together and have a meeting and talk about that too,
Yep.
fix those places.
Yeah, that committee needs to get together and decide on what to do.
Yeah.
Well,
And
I
make
did
recommendations.
go down Dean's Ferry Road, Cobb Brazil Road, I had never been down there, and I had been down there once, because I was going down there looking at where Brenda Lowe's, the street light was out in front of her house. That road is terrible, it's got such horrible holes in it, and when you think about a school bus, and it's only this wide, I don't know how, there's no way 2 cars and a school bus, or a school bus and a car can go down that road. But it's got terrible, terrible holes, and.
It's
get
without
off-
a doubt
Yeah.
probably the worst road in Block County.
And I say to people, I've got a Blunt County, and where they're talking about now, they're dispersing road
Oh, it's bad.
money. And they've got a schedule of roads for Blunt County, but they said any of them can be changed and some added too. So I've got I went to the courthouse to try to talk to Strickland, and he was not in, so then I've had a little trouble getting him, but I'll get him and see what he'll do, because the governor has let some money go, 4
Yeah.
streets, 4 roads.
And we have not had anybody, bidding the year of the county commissioners, at least in a favorable way.
And I don't know
So we're
what
not
he's
on their
been,
list
and
at
I
all.
don't know what he's been told from,
You might not run.
what was his name? That was the other council.
Pitts.
Oh, yeah, Wayland Pitts, because they were so ugly to him, and I
Well,
don't
he
know what
knows,
he.
he knows that regime is not here
Is
anymore.
not here anymore,
So,
so he
but I mean,
probably would
that's-
help us.
You know, yes, we've got to do something about the roads. We're gonna have to be very frugal in what we do,
Right.
based on what we've got in our accounts. Some of our road accounts have got a little bit of money, but, street
8,000 and
lights,
5,000, it don't last long.
coming out of the one, and, we just don't have a whole lot of money coming in either one of the accounts.
Yeah.
But we can do something, and we're gonna have to.
Brother Mayor, sister, what's her name?
Liz.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna say, did you see in the Blunt County and the list of roads that they were gonna spend money on, and wasn't any of them?
Mm-mm,
No.
not
I
here.
mean,
Not anywhere.
that would have been wonderful
No,
if I could
and
have seen copies.
There's other things like the, community development block grant,
But it did have Lehigh in there.
and,
Yeah, it did have Lehigh.
I know that they're gonna do a lot of paving around Sugarland Lake because, with money from a community development block grant.
Right.
But the county put in for it and got it. So, again, it's something that we've got to investigate to see if we can qualify for and get some of this money for our roads, particularly, Coppersville, but also Dean's Ferry and Smith Mill,
Smith Mill is,
both need
Mr.
work.
Mayor, we're not gonna get monies from Blunt County. They don't, our charter is not being recorded up there. And they don't, they deal with us, but we're not, we were incorporated in Jefferson. And that's what I tried to do, was try to get our charter, recorded up there, and that never came to be. But they really don't see us as an entity. They do,
Well, why
but they
don't
don't.
we go up there
Like
and
we-
record ourselves?
Like we get monies and stuff, like we get from Jefferson County, we don't get any money from Blunt. And we should,
Well,
because we've
shouldn't we
got
go up
Blunt
there and
voters,
record it?
Blunt taxpayers.
Can't we go up there and record it?
Yes, and you need to, but the monies that they disperse, just like Jefferson County's gonna give us money out of line, we should be getting a little money from Blunt.
I agree.
But our
For
charter's
gasoline,
not
tobacco,
recorded
and
up
all
there.
Well, we can go up there and record ourselves then, can't
Yes.
Okay.
It's very simple, but
Yeah.
never been done
we? Brother,
since
Well,
59.
Do we have a copy of the original court charter?
And go to Birmingham and get a certified one. I've got a copy, and I think I've given you one, that, the charter. And I've got one, but it's a Xerox copy, but we need a certified copy, where Judge Meeks signed it in and all that. And then recorded up there, which is gonna probably cost $150 to record it, cause it's that thick.
well, we did it.
And, so that we get some monies from Blount County,
Well, we need to be recognized by Blount County.
Yeah,
There's a lot more
they
people
recognize
here.
us, but not really. They don't give us any, like the checks coming in, the alcohol fund, the
So
state, and
that's
all that.
tab-
But we're
tobacco.
gonna get some county money too.
We should.
We don't get
Yeah.
any from Blount County, ever have.
Comes from Jefferson County Department of Revenue.
Well, Brenda, would you, see if you can get a copy, certified copy from Jefferson County of the charter?
On the charter.
Yes,
I
sir.
know
Mayor.
Yes, sir.
Did they, ever do anything about that tire situation where they were storing tires and it caught on fire about 3 Wednesdays ago? I wonder if there was any, somebody said that they'd moved the tires out since they had the fire out there, but I was concerned about that.
They're still there. Those tires are still there. They're burnt. The burnt ones may be gone, but there's tires
But
up
the
there.
land is
too.
contaminated.
Huh?
The land's contaminated.
Yeah.
It's gotta be dug up, the dirt has.
I have not heard any updates
The
on
guy that
that.
owns,
I guess my main concern was the first comment the man made on the news was that it was all within EPA standards and all this stuff.
they had a permit.
They had a permit and it made tripped something in my mind that something might be wrong when they got on there, and that's the first thing they said, so.
Well, if they had a permit, it should have been available on ADEM's website to be downloaded. I have never found a tire permit on the ADEM site for,
I guess my concern was the recurrence on it, because I have a lot of allergies, I have a lot of lung breathing trouble, and that's the first thing that bothered me. Just want to make sure something like that doesn't happen again.
That was actually, the guy was recapping them tires, he was sending them off and having them recapped. It wasn't as a dump,
Yeah.
Right.
he was actually using them to resell.
And the reason they
but
caught
according to the regulations, if you store more than X number of tires, you're supposed to have a permit.
And they were talking about that whole area being unincorporated, are we incorporated here?
We're incorporated.
We incorporated here, yeah.
Since
But that's outside of
1957.
our town limits.
Okay.
Yes,
Well, the tire, if you store tires, how about 70 porta-johns right back here, up next to this residential area?
Yeah, and it's
That's
right
very
behind the
lethal.
ladies'
That's-
house. Yeah.
So, you
they
know,
regulate tires much more than they do porta potties.
downwind, they're pretty rough.
Well, I know for days, when I would go by there, that smoke was coming from where those tires are burned.
Straight up.
Right across, and you know those people that lived over there on Lehigh and over that way across WCA on
Well,
those
those
sides.
houses
you
right
know-
there by WCA.
Yeah, you know they had to have had, that should have been awful. We were downwind of it on the opposite side of it, but
Okay.
I just got a feeling that this is the armpit of Blood County and they're gonna dump anything they can get by with dumping here. And
That is the industrial park down there.
Right, I was gonna tell you, The latest on that was, now he talking about the recapping, but, there was an order put out, I don't know who done it, cause I talked to the girl's uncle that owns all them old cars up there. And, right now, EPA is talking about making them dig from 8 to 12 foot down and haul topsoil back in there, fresh topsoil for somewhere. They're gonna have to dig all that up for EPA, give them anything.
Back up here where they burn all them tires.
Right, because the carcinogens are in the soil. We have to go to email.
And another thing too, talking about patching them roads, there's a lot of people that do that, but I could get rid, but I've done, me and Buddy talking about it, you can do it pretty reasonable without having to break this account, without having to break this account.
I understand you.
And, it's, we got a guy pretty well local that done it before, and he was real reasonable. And Councilman, and I told Buddy, that place down there on Farmer Road, right down that corner, don't let Blount County dig it up, cause it don't have to be dug up. That can be repaired for little handwork, stuff like that. I done, me and Buddy talked about it. Because Blount County gonna tell you coming out, we gotta dig the whole road up, we gotta do this, we gotta do that. Well, I've done construction work, and I work with Steve's brother-in-law, I know what needs to be done. Hey, don't spend all that extra money if you don't have to.
Right.
Are you talking about the culvert down there by the church
Yes, ma'am,
on
it can
30?
be cut off.
That's
and
an
fixed.
awful place, that's terrible. Somebody's gonna get hurt bad there.
Right, and the town gonna be liable for it.
It needs to be fixed.
Bless y'all's heart.
Okay,
Better than you think.
all right. Any other comments?
I got something I gotta say.
Yes, sir.
That gentleman sitting right back there, I don't believe I know his name.
He's your neighbor.
Jimmy Carlisle.
Oh, I know where you live. And this lady sitting here, that's his wife?
Linda.
Okay,
She
I'm
lives across,
sorry.
they live across the street
I'm
from
sorry.
us.
We're supposed to be here.
I know who you are. I know who you are now. I know who you are.
He doesn't
now.
get out much, he just goes to the front porch and sits in a swing, so he just doesn't get out all long.
Old
He sees,
people kill me.
he sees Linda, cause she gets out and walks and the kids come.
I've seen him before too.
Yeah,
I didn't know you because you didn't have your hat on
Carriage
your
of the
head.
day
That's why I
was-
didn't know.
cutting my grass, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, all right,
He
do
was
we have any
fascinated
other
by that
comments or
We got
business?
anything else, Brenda?
I may have to call, I mean, I don't know that I've got all this down, what I've got to do, but,
Are you?
y'all are gonna take care of checking the lights. And you're
Yes.
gonna make a report on that, and the floodlights,
Right.
all of the lights.
And we're gonna meet with him.
Special
And then-
meeting,
Okay,
we'll call a special council meeting.
okay, and then I'm supposed to check at Jefferson County for the charter, certified
Yes.
copy.
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna go with me, okay? And I guess that's all
Okay.
right now.
All right,
Okay, no, that's not all. Yeah, well, that is. We'll handle the other, I had something on my mind, but it's gone now.
okay.
Been gone.
All right, well, do we have a motion to adjourn?
You've been with him too long.
I'll make the motion, nobody else will make it. I'll make the motion.
Hey, can I make the motion?
All right, meeting adjourned.